Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Tina and I'm going to be tuning into spirit today, and we're going to be talking about 3D stuff, love and money. Let's see. Let's see what we come up with here. I'm going to start with the Kipper, and we'll just get a couple of messages here. Okay. So starting with the Aries, angel spirits, guys, thank you so much for helping me today. Help me bring clear, accurate messages for all the signs today. We'll start with Aries. Okay, so what it looks like to me is there could be some kind of change in where you live, or change in your living situation. Like you have privileged lady, house, and child. So I don't know if there are some of you that are, maybe expecting a child, or maybe you're going to have children come visit. I also see for some of you there is something new, like a new relationship happening. And I feel like you also have a gift coming, and also I feel like some of you are thinking about going on a journey. So let's see if we can get some tarot on this and see anything else. What else does Aries need to know? Okay, so this first situation, it's like a living situation, right? And I feel like something huge is changing in your life, is what I feel like. Hello. I am doing all the signs, general messages, career, and love. So, oh, hello, Aisha. How are you doing, honey? Oh, I know. I had an operation on my eyes, or on my one eye, so I was out for a little bit. Are you still in Pakistan, or are you heading back to, what's going on? Tell me how your life's going. Okay, so here's what's happening with Aries. I feel like you're getting a new perspective here on life in general, right? I really do. My candle just spilt over, sorry, so it dripped wax on my cards. Damn it. I hate it when I mess up my cards. Dang it. So I got wax on them now. I need to figure out a better spot to put my candle, I think. It's a tall one, so it's got lots of, there's a lot of wax dripping. Hi, Tim. Oh my gosh, how are you, Tim? God, it's been a long time, huh? I haven't seen you forever. So I am on Aries, and what I see is some kind of big change coming in for someone. It could have to do with your home, a child, and a privileged lady. I feel like the privileged lady is kind of like the Empress here. So it could be a mom and a child. And then the house card is here. So like, I don't know if you're moving, getting a new place, but something's happening and you're changing the way you feel about things. I feel like you are seeing a brand new opportunity that is lovely. And I feel like you are in awe of it and definitely going for it. I feel like there's some kind of a transformation going on, Aries, for you. Yeah, I feel like whatever this is, I feel like you have plenty of options, and I think it's going to kind of shock you, but there is a change coming in your house, but it's going to be successful. So I don't know if, like, it almost looks to me like maybe someone's maybe marrying someone with a child. Somebody could be having a child, but it looks like there's like a mixing of family. You know what I mean? For someone out there, it is going to be successful, whatever that means for you. Like, it could mean that you're getting a new house too, you know, and that you're just moving. The Wheel of Fortune is here saying, like, this is an opportunity that you should take up, right? The second message is main female in courtship. And I feel like this is something that's taken a long time, right? It's the Knight of Pentacles here. So I feel like in some ways it feels like it's been a burden. So the King of Swords is here saying, like, if this is your story, the King of Swords is saying, like, it's okay um to just cut out what's not serving you. You know what I mean? It seems like whatever this is going on in this relationship is feels like a burden, but you have the ability to just say, hey, this isn't fitting me anymore, right? Or maybe they do that to you. And here's the Queen of Cups saying, like, that card to me just says surrender. So surrender the outcome of it, right? Release control of trying to fix it or make it happen or force someone to do something, right? Just let it go. Let go of the outcome of it and see what happens. That's that message here. Now, I feel like there's a gift coming, but I also feel like you have to release something in order to have it. So explain that to me, Spirit. The gift is love and confidence, right? But what do you have to release? I feel like you have to release something. Okay, so you have to release being guarded. Okay, so I feel like what this is talking about actually is about love. And I feel like, you know, you feel like you've been shorted on love, like people haven't actually loved on you the way that you thought they should, or it didn't feel right, you know? Maybe you've been in a cycle where you're just in a relationship for a couple of minutes and then it's over. You know what I mean? You feel very guarded about that. I think you have some fear around relationship, and I feel like, Spirit, what's the advice here on this for um, Aries? What can they do to help themselves get out of this? Because it's like you feel like you have to defend yourself almost, you know, from this in and out behavior. You're like, I don't want that anymore. I'm basically talking about one night stands because the Knight of Wands is here, right? And I feel like you're really guarded. But look, this is the gift that's coming. It's a gift of confidence and love, like love all around you. But here is how you're feeling. You know, like you're feeling guarded about um, another Knight of Wands thing. So here's Spirit's advice on what you can do to help yourself. Temperance card being shown here as a tree pose. You know, like that is definitely talking about yoga. It's talking about tapping into that inner self, that higher self, and getting a balance, you know, a balance between your human and your soul, right? And here's this Nine of Pentacles. Now, I feel like what this is saying is the decision is up to you. I feel like you're content. And maybe when you go inside and talk to yourself, what you realize is that you are content. You know, like you don't need another person to make you whole. You're whole. You have this cool relationship with Spirit. You know, you have everything provided for you. I feel like you're doing a lot of like tapping in yoga kind of situation, right? And that's your advice. You know, if you're content being home alone, that's okay. You know, it's okay to not have someone come into your life, you know, because I feel like what you're afraid of is what happened before. You know, like it ended, you were being juggled. That's what love looks like. And it ends up with someone walking away and you feeling discontent, bottom of the deck. Okay, so the other message here is journey and thoughts. So I feel like some of you are thinking about going on a journey. Tell me about this. It's like this thoughts card is kind of like Six of Cups. Like it's nostalgia, thinking about the past, you know, wondering what you could do with yourself, with your life, um, the way it was. You could be just going on a trip down memory lane to try and get your ducks in a row, you know, like, what do I really want, right? Or you're thinking about a trip, you're planning one. I see the King of Wands here as well as the Four of Wands. So you could be hanging on to something um, or someone, right? Um, maybe that's who you're thinking about is this King of Wands, your wish fulfillment. Maybe somebody that you married or wanted to marry, right? Someone definitely who taught you a lot, but it ended, right? And then you stepped into a new beginning, and look what's here. It's the Two of Cups. So here's what I'm wondering. I'm almost wondering if you guys are manifesting someone from your past back, someone that you've already been with, because it's like you're hanging on to this King of Wands. You've also got the Queen over here. So that tells me that you guys vibrate at the same, and I do see a, a reconciliation, a party, the Three of Cups, right? I think you are kind of trying to manifest it. Um, I think you want a new beginning with them. So what's the outcome here, Spirit? What's the outcome with this thoughts card? Are they manifesting this person? Well, you're definitely talking to Spirit about it. Hermit card. Could be dealing with Leo, I suppose, huh? Yeah, you are manifesting. And I think you're waiting for the right time, you know, to make your offer. Here's that Knight of Pentacles again. It's up here. So this could very well be um, the same person, right? This is someone that feels like a burden, or else they treat you like you're one. You know, there's that energy of a burden there. There's the energy of the King of Swords, like this doesn't work for me. And then there's the energy of the Queen of Cups. I surrender the outcome. I can't control this thing, right? So this is coming back. I mean, this is coming back into the reading. Like it's something that maybe ended, but it's back here again for a fresh new start. Yeah, brand new start. Some kind of love offer. So I feel like Aries, I feel like that's what's going on in your love life. I mean, I feel like you had some kind of relationship, but it ended and you can't stop thinking about it. You're like hanging on to it still. Hanging on, you're going deep inside talking to Spirit. You know, I was wondering if you could tell me, Spirit, like, what is the lesson that they're learning from this person, this Knight of Pentacles? This Knight of Pentacles is someone that takes a long time, but he's sincere, though. You know, like, he means what he's saying. Yeah, this is about divine timing. Spirit is saying, like, so this could be a very special relationship, you know, when divine timing comes. And here's the other piece of advice: focus on gratitude. Just focus on the present. Focus on all the beautiful things you have in your life right now. Yeah, I see that here, Tim. And I see like the answer is that there is something coming in divine timing. I feel like this piece is super important for you, Aries, like getting to this Nine of Pentacles, understanding your value to the universe. You know what I mean? Understanding how much it cares for you and takes care of you, nurtures you, gives you what you need, right? I think it's really, yeah. I think what you guys might be teaching each other, what you're learning, is control. You know, like maybe what you're learning is that you have to let go of control, because that came out over here too. I feel like you're going through an awakening here, and I feel like there's something that happened in this relationship that possibly makes you feel like you're not good enough, you know? But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm seeing for you. Did I see something about money? I did. I kind of feel like there's some sort of movement happening with your money. Very successful. It shocks you because you have so many options, and it comes after you have this transformation, you know, like you're dropping old ideas that you've been carrying around for a long time, and you understand things differently, right? Look, you're looking from the hangman's position. You're also getting some kind of new epiphany here. Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, somebody is moving into a new house, maybe a new family. Maybe there's a baby coming, all kinds of messages here. Like, it almost looked to me like someone's maybe moving in together, and it involves a child or children, you know? That's what it looked like to me, Aries. So let's go to Taurus. Let me see if I can see the 16. Okay, Taurus. Let's see what's coming for Taurus in love and money. Spirit, give me some great messages about love and money for Taurus. Things they can look forward to. Things they can expect. Lessons they're learning from the experience. Thank you so much. We are on Taurus. Okay, wow. Sudden wealth, and expectations. So it looks like there's money coming 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months, sudden wealth. It looks like a win, some kind of win. I do see the coffin card here saying like something's transforming in you, something, yep, it's your job. Maybe you're ending an old way of working and you're working for yourself now, doing something that makes you happy, that makes you feel proud of yourself. You know, it's a talent of yours. And then some of you are actually thinking about marriage. This could be a marriage that already happened, or you're thinking about, you know, someone that you'd like to marry. And there's some sort of change coming for someone here. Let's get this one and talk about the love messages. Okay, Spirit. So let's talk about the marriage and thoughts. Nurture. This relationship, this marital relationship, is really beautiful. Yeah. So maybe there's some kind of a distance between you and this person that you're thinking about. I feel like this person that you're thinking about has, or you do, has a lot of like Empress energy, like nurturing, love, being compassionate, being extra kind. And I feel like you miss them. That's what you're thinking about. It's like, you could even be missing your mom, right? But it does have the marriage card here. So the marriage card in Kipper is either, it is about marriage, but it can also be about just like a contract, you know? Okay. So I think that's what you're thinking about. You guys are far apart, and I think, oh, an apology. So somebody's thinking about apologizing and offering forgiveness too. Maybe forgiveness that they didn't even get an apology for, you know? There is someone here, right? There's a breakthrough in this relationship. You guys have made something together, and it's important. That's why you can't stop thinking about it. There is a lot of chemistry and passion in this relationship, Taurus. So, I do feel like there's a breakthrough in whatever this relationship or this contract is. It could be a work contract too, but I feel like there was maybe a separation, or maybe you guys are just separated by distance and you can't stop thinking about it. I see apology, forgiveness, epiphany, breakthrough, and then I see all the seeds that you've planted. So I don't know, maybe you have children together, or maybe you've built something together, right? Let's talk about the money up here. What's going on with all that sudden wealth? Freedom, opportunities. That's what's coming in with the sudden wealth. And it could like be a brand new beginning for you. I think it's something that's shocking. You're not like 100% prepared for it. It just comes out of nowhere, right? But it gives you a brand new start. Ace of Earth, right? And brand new beginnings. There's a lot of action happening. This is because of Jupiter. Okay, so if you want to know more about where this money is coming from, I would look at where Jupiter is and what it's doing for you right now. Where's it at in your chart? You know, because that's probably where the surprise is coming from. And then here's what else happens with that sudden wealth. Like your higher self is activated. Big changes. Now, this is what I see for time is 3 to 6 months, the distance horizon. So this is the end of June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So somewhere between September and December, I see something huge changing for you. Huge. And it involves money. It involves your higher self, like taking the lead in your life. And it's pretty cool. So that could lead us right over here. So like there's something changing in the way you do your work and whatever you're working on. Like, you know, the occupation card is usually doing something you love to do, and getting paid for it, you know, instead of like, you know, how sometimes we just get a job, we don't really love it, but we need to pay our bills. But this is different. It's like the old way of doing things is ending with the coffin card, right? This has got something to do with healing your inner child. I feel like you're the one having the transformation, or yeah, I do. Yeah, you're having an awakening here. That's transformation, right? Tell me about the occupation. Like, what are they doing? I feel like when it comes to changing your occupation, you have fear around it. You feel limited. You feel like you can't do it. People won't like it. You have this feeling like, oh, I can't go forward, right? This all stems from your inner child. But I do see that healing, like that is healing. Yeah. What's going to heal that for you is self-care. You know, like that's really what this card is saying. And then, you know, you're transcending because of your own unity. You know, you're kind of healing that inner child and learning to like love and accept who you are. It is really beautiful. But I do see all this fear, and the way to get rid of all that fear is by to take care of yourself better. You know, like, you know, do the salt baths, do the yoga, whatever it is that you do to love yourself. You know, go have your nails done or whatever. I think it's a little deeper than that, but you know what I mean. Whatever works for you is works for you. Tell me about this change down here with the official person. Like, first tell me who the official person is. Spirit, who is it? Could be a Scorpio. because the rebirth card is here. What's happening is your belief system's changing. That's what's changing. Yeah, it is about how you view yourself, the self-worth here. So basically, I feel like what's happening is I think there's something about you that makes you think you're not as good as everyone else, something like that, right? But there's a rebirth and there's something changing in your beliefs and your self-worth. I think you're the one that's becoming the official person. You know, maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you know something that you learned just by your, in your life, you know, and you're suddenly like kind of an expert on it, you know, like you found your way through it. Yeah, it's time for harvest. Yeah. So I think whatever's happening here that changes you and you understand finally that your life has had value. That's what I'm feeling. There is sort of a warning here about like not going the other way with the ego thing. Like ego can be, I hate myself, or ego can be, I am better than everyone else, right? But somewhere in the middle, there's this thing where you realize that no one's really better than you, or you're not really better than anyone else. You're the same. We're made of the same energy, love. No one's better. No one's worse. And I feel like that's what's happening. And like I said, what did we get, September to December? I really see big changes coming for you in those months on more than one level. I think your job is changing. I think you're becoming an official person. So I don't know. It could be like, I don't know, writing a book about what you know. You know, think about what you know. The most painful thing you went through, and how did you turn it around? Like those kind of things. Those kind of things make us valuable to this planet, because everybody, like there's other people who are going through the same kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I think you're becoming an expert, and I just think like it's important for you to remember like not to go to the other side of the ego thing, you know, where, you know, all of a sudden you're the one puffed up and thinking that you're so great. Not that you shouldn't think that, because you are, but just like understanding the equality between all of us, you know, every living thing. We're all important. We all contribute. And I think that's what's happening here. I think you're figuring it out. I think you're probably going to help some people. And I don't know if you're writing a book, but I'm getting that feeling and chills up my neck. So if you are thinking that you have something to share, you should share it, you know, because there's other people that are at day one at your journey that you know, you've already climbed it and you're on the other side. So there's a lot of things that you know that you could help those people that are at day one, you know? Okay, so let's see. Who's next? Gemini. 29, 37. All right, Gemini. Let's see what's coming for Gemini. Love and money. Things they're learning. And changes. Gemini. Thank you so much, Spirit. Holy cow. Look at those first three cards that popped out. Gross. I don't know what's going on with you guys, Gemini. Thief, imprisonment, poverty. Thief, imprisonment, poverty. Is that how you feel about yourself? Or is there someone around you like that that makes you feel stuck and ripped off? And, well, you got the sudden wealth card next. It's number 11. I see a bunch of 7s on it, if that means anything. This could have something to do with an institution, this sudden wealth. So I don't know if you guys are suing somebody or, you know, you're getting a settlement. I'm not sure. Tell me about this. And then there's a message, a journey, and high honor here. And so you might be receiving a message to travel somewhere. And I don't know what the high honor card is here for, but it's like the 21 gun salute kind of thing. You know, people are happy to see you. They missed you. And I think there's a message coming saying, come see me. Because it's message, journey, and high honor. So it's possible that someone's inviting you to collect something like a, you know, an honor, a plaque, an Emmy award, something. Okay. So, and then the final one is community and pathway. So I feel like you have a new pathway set out here before you. It does involve some people, community that are in your community, right? Like, I don't know if it's like your religious community or your neighborhood, whatever community means to you. I feel like there's some kind of thing that you're being called to do. I do feel like it's going to be like transformative, and it's definitely spirit-led. So we'll find out more about that. I guess I'm wondering about the thief and I feel like I was gonna just get regular tarot, and then I turned after I shuffled, I turned the deck over and I see guilt, closed off, and control issues. So it could be this is like something, a thought process that you're going through. Like you feel like, you know, the poverty card, like, well, I don't have enough. Maybe you don't, but maybe you feel like you're stuck there. Maybe you feel like there's people around you that basically are stealing your thunder or stealing from you. What little you do have, they've taken. But you do have this mentality that you're stuck somewhere, you know? Yeah. 9 of Wands is coming out. And the 10 of Wands. So it's definitely a heavy load. The answer here is to surrender with the Queen of Cups. But can you tell me what exactly is going on? Like, who's the thief? Who's the damn thief? And what are they stealing? Okay, 6 of Cups could be somebody from your past, could be somebody that you've known, you know, since you were a child. It could even be just you. Like, this card could be saying, like, this is your inner self, their inner child, like, feeling lack. And maybe you always felt that way. Spirit, tell me what this little child wants to say. Tell me what Gemini's little person needs to be fixed so that they can move forward. I feel like this is an old wound from childhood. Tell me. Oh, it's about love. It's about family. So you have a wound about love and family. Maybe you felt like you weren't part of it or something. Tell me more about what's going on here. Okay, could have something to do. Oh my God. 10 of Cups, Emperor, Empress. Justice, and the Death and Rebirth card. So, there was something that wasn't fair when you were little. It could have to do with your parents. And not, maybe you just never thought it was fair. You never saw the purpose in it. And that's what needs to change. Like, that's what needs to transform. That's the belief. Tell me, how does that little child want them to heal it? Like, how can they heal it? Tell me from the older person, 10 years down the road. Tell me a message from, I'm going to show you why I'm doing that. It's this card. It's this card. And I feel like it does look like the same damn dog and the same, you know, same little kid, same big kid, right? So that's why I'm kind of getting the message, like, and then 10 of Cups comes out. So it's about love. It's about not feeling loved or not being acknowledged. And it's, you've carried it your whole damn life. So your inner child is telling me what's happening. Like, you don't understand why that happened. You don't understand why. I feel like you've been robbed of your childhood. That's why the Thief card is there. But your little child is also saying, like, this has to change. Like, you have to let go. We have to let go of this thought. It's gotta go. We gotta heal this piece of us, this little tiny, who still feels unloved. So we're going to ask your future self, 10 years down the road, how can they fix this? Show me step by step how they can get rid of this. Okay. Holy cow. Lots came over. And, all right. So it's basically saying, like, this is where you are, you know, and your older, 10-year older now self says, get out of there. You're overthinking things. You're stuck right there. Allow spirit to move you out of the energy. Go with them. Wherever they're asking you to go, just go. If you get a nudge to do something, go. You never know who you're going to run into or what's going to happen. You know what I mean? You know, they talk about divine timing all the time. But if we're sitting in our own house and we're not leaving, how is that ever going to work? You know? So if you're being nudged to say, go to the grocery store, maybe you should go, even if you don't want to. If you're feeling the urge, or you just all of a sudden just get up and go to the grocery store, and you're all of a sudden there, and you're like, I don't know why I'm here. And then you do. You meet the person, you see why. You know what I mean? Here's what's happening. I feel like what it's saying to you, you have 2 6s here. And I feel like what your older self is saying is, like, you planned this, you plan to have a life like this. It's your plan, it's your karmic plan. Like, you're the one who wrote it. You're moving, if you move out of this 8 of Swords, overthinking, go with spirit. They're going to take you to the place that's fair. 6 of Cups, where there's equal give and take. They're going to let you see something else. I feel like what you're going to see is happy, joy, stability. This is your 10-year older self saying this, right? Hey. So your older self is telling you to just follow your higher self, because where you're going is fairness. You're going to a place where you find your own stability, 4 of Wands, in your home. And you're celebrating this, and then you're reaching the 10 of Pentacles here. So this is what's coming out with this. This is poverty, imprisonment, and thief. So I feel like you've been imprisoned in this mindset for long enough. And it is about your family. It is about the way you were raised. And I feel like there's some of you that feel like it wasn't fair. But your higher self is saying, like, this was our plan, and there is an escape route. Your 10-year older self says just follow it. Follow it, because you're going to find this 10 of Pentacles. You're going to find that inner peace and stability in your home, and you're going to finally understand what all of that did for you as a child. You know, the gifts it gave you. Who are you now because of it, right? That's what I'm feeling in that. That's quite the message. I did not know what to make of that. So now you've got the sudden wealth and the courthouse. I feel like it's going to change your life. I have the death card here again. So Gemini, I just feel like transformations are happening all the way around, you know, inside of you, knowing your own value, knowing, yeah, your soul is really trying to help you here. Tell me about the sudden wealth in the courthouse. Maybe once you understand this and move forward, this money comes in. You know what I mean? That's part of the transformation, right? Okay. So make sure, here's what it's saying with these cards, like what I have for sudden wealth is trust yourself, trust the universe, and just stay focused on loving yourself. Put those intentions out there. This is talking about being a creator as well. So I don't know. I just got the weirdest thing. Like, is there someone making a mural? That could be for someone making a mural, like kind of like Michelangelo kind of work, right? Don't be scared when this new stuff comes in. This wealth could be coming from an expression of your own self. Like, the expression card is here, right? So you could be creating this money from your own damn gifts. Like I was, it could be writing a book, it could be painting, it could be anything. Tell me, how are they getting this wealth? Should show me. Okay, I feel like maybe you are scared of this. You're still stuck in the past, right? You got balancing karma. You got the Justice card again. So this is definitely connected to the other thing. Because remember, you got the 10 of Pentacles. And then you've got the sudden wealth card. I feel like this is kind of like the payoff. You know, like finally something great happening. You could even be tapping into that inner child and doing work with that, expressing that, and that gives you, it's your truth that brings in the money. Expressing your truth, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so down here we've got, like, you get a message, they ask you to go on a journey, and you're receiving some kind of high honor. The dream card is here, and it's also a message card, so this could very well be spirit giving you the messages, you know? And the message could be like, you're clinging to something from the past. Don't forget about all the things that you've planted for the future, right? I do feel like this is some kind of really cool offer. You could even meet love on this trip, you know? Like, Venus is here. Yeah, you have to have the courage to change you. You know what I mean? You have to have the courage to change. You have to have the courage to make this trip. I do see you going on it. I think you're a little bit afraid. But I feel like this message is coming from someone who's been watching you. You know, it could even be just spirit, you know, because of the dream card. Like, spirit's watching you. Maybe they're giving you, like, the little nudge, like, where to go. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you should go here. Like I was talking about, like, You just get up and go. Something like that. Okay, so community and pathway. Hey Dan, see ya, have fun at the dollar store. Community and pathway. Tell me about that. Okay. Okay, so this is a new beginning. I do feel like there's, money is fine. I feel like you need to focus on the abundance around you. And that card came out on the community card. So I feel like, make sure to pay attention to the gifts that you have all around you. And I'm talking about in your community, think about it. Who's in your community? Your neighbors, your friends, your church, your animals, right? There's another transformation card is here. You have it in every single pile in some way or another. I feel like there's a reunion with someone that you have a soul tie with. And I feel like you're excited about it. And it's like a new beginning. It surprises you though. But I do feel like there's some sort of a union here. Between two people. I don't know. Pluto and transformation is here, so maybe could be dealing with a Scorpio. But Uranus is also here. I think it's going to be surprising, but what it brings in is good. It's not a bad surprise. It's a great surprise, right? It transforms you. There's a union. I feel like the most important thing on this particular spread is to focus on the right now, stay in the present, and stay grateful for everything and everyone that's in your path, that's in your life, So that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So that's pretty good, Jem. New pathway, a reunion with someone. So I feel like this person that's coming in that's a soul tie is part of your tribe, like always has been, but maybe they've been gone for a while or something. Could be an old friend, somebody, I don't know. But this up here, this act up here with the thief and the poverty and stuff, I feel like you're on your own there. This is between you and your higher self to get out of that consciousness, that feeling that you're not enough. That makes sense. Okay, let's see. Cancer is next. Hi, Cancer. Let's look and see what time it is. I can... 14. All right, Cancer. Spirits, angels, guys. If you're just starting, if you're just joining me, I'm doing Cancer, and thank you so much for hitting the like button, commenting, subscribing, interacting, and changing the algorithms on my channel. Thank you so much. So let's see what's happening for Cancer. There's a wealthy man here, Cancer. He's a good-looking dude. A new lover and a new path. A journey. That's going to transform you. And Okay. So the first one out is a wealthy man, poverty, and bad health. I'm just going to clarify it. It's your north, miss my north node too, Tim. Cancer. It's all about the love, you know. Okay. All right. So the Nine of Swords comes out. Like, this is like a nightmare. Yeah. Something that... So you... I don't know if you could be sick or someone around you is sick, but I do see healing happening here and a new beginning. I also see like... There's some kind of like Five of Cups here. So why is that? Five of Cups. You're crying over a child. Page of Cups. And an Ace of Cups. So for some of you, there could be a new love coming in with this wealthy man. But I sort of feel like you don't feel like you're good enough, you know? I do see health problems here too, so I don't know if that's you who's like having to heal up or someone around you. But whatever it was, it is sad. It has broken your heart. It's made you stay up nights, lose sleep, right? Tell me what's going on here with this Five of Cups. Why is this here for Cancer? What's happening? I think there's something and you don't know what to do. Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Cups, and then the Seven of Pentacles. This is talking about your worst nightmare. It's about healing. It's about a lot of crying, feeling ripped off, and then finally saying to yourself, like, I don't know what to do now. Where do I put my energy now? You know? And the advice here is, again, it's focusing on the abundance so that you can attract that to you. This is what's happening here. I feel like there's some of you who are focusing on something else. I mean, it looks like a loss, you know. It could be like a loss of health, you know, or something like that too, with that bad health card here. And you're trying to figure out, what do I want to do now? You know, Seven of Pentacles. Do I want to put any more energy into the life that I was living? You know, sometimes, like, when something really big happens, it really changes us. And you don't really know even who you are anymore. It changes you so much. You know, you don't recognize yourself. But here's the answer right here in my hand that I'm showing you. It's like, focus on the sun. Focus on happiness, joy, stability that is in your vicinity. And we have it. We do. Sometimes it's cloudy and we can't see the sun, right? But we can always go outside and find something beautiful to say thank you for. And I feel like that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Like, I feel like some of you have been in this sad situation for a long time, and you can stay there if you want to. You get to decide where you want to put your energy. But if you want it to be different than what it has, because anytime you sit and worry about something so long, Nine of Swords, that's the nightmare card. Your worst thing, your worst nightmare come true. Anytime that we're in that energy, we run the risk of getting sick. But think about depression and what it's like. So the answer here is like, yep, you can do whatever you want. But if you want a different reality than that, like focus on the sun, which is happy, joy, stability, so that you can attract it to you. Love yourself and love anyone else that comes in your way. And I think, like, anyone you have a chance to, be kind to, be kind. And that's the message. I do see a new path here. I see the lovers and pathway here. So let's clarify. Let me do this other deck for the lovers. This is such a fun deck. It's the Yin Yang Oracle, and I like it. Okay, clarify pathways, spirit. Okay, so this is being clarified with the dream card. So I think you're getting messages about a new path. I think there is someone that wants forgiveness. It could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that's coming in. Someone that's watching you, spying on you. And I think they want to say sorry. This could be a brand new, it could be a twin flame coming in to apologize to Cancer. Okay, so there's something going on with this new pathway and the lovers. Like you're getting some kind of a breakthrough, an epiphany. Something's opening up for you. And they're just asking you to be open to receive it and kind of like get rid of that limiting beliefs, because this is a new life. There is someone coming in to apologize. Maybe that's going to heal everything. Whoever this is someone that, maybe wants a relationship with you. It's the Lover's card, right? So I feel like they've been watching you, and it's very possible that they're your twin flame, Cancer. So the Journey card and the Coffin card show me, okay, so something is changing here for you, and this is what's, yep. Wow. Okay, so what's changing for you in this Coffin card is toxic patterns are gone. Feeling regret about saying or doing something, gone. And I think the reason is because, you understand there are no mistakes, and that we're all here to teach other people lessons and to learn lessons. So if you feel like you made a mistake, you hurt someone's feelings, something, maybe try and do better if you want to. But I'm pretty sure that whatever it is that was said or done was for someone's lesson, either yours or theirs. Don't feel guilty. I feel like that's what's going away here with the Coffin card. Your feeling of detachment. I feel like there's just something that's clicking into you, and I feel like it's got something to do with the trip. Right? So you could be traveling. Yeah. This is divine timing and higher self activation. This is what's happening on the journey, right? So if it is a proverbial journey, and you're not actually going on a trip, but they're talking about your journey of healing, your journey of transformation. What is transforming is everything negative about you. Like the feeling guilty, the toxic patterns that you've been in. Like you're suddenly seeing everything different, and it's changing you. It's because of it's time. Divine timing and higher self-activation is here on this trip. Yeah, awakening, right? So big stuff happening for you, Cancer. So now you've got the final pile here. Thief and House. How come? Tell me who the damn thief is. Somebody trying to control the situation. What's going on here? Why is the house here? What's happening with the house? What's happening with the house for Cancer? Okay. Here's what I feel like. I feel like there's so many of you who, I mean, you're just stuck in this place where you feel slighted. I had that in another one. I think it might have been Gemini. But I feel like there's something about control issues and feeling rejected, and maybe you're staying in your house, like not seeing other people. That's what I'm feeling like. But spirit, like when I'm clarifying the house, it's saying spirit guides, assistance, celebration, gifts and abundance, and wish fulfillment. That's what the house is about. And tell me what exactly is happening here. Like, why is that thief card here? Maybe the thief card is just seeing like what it is you feel like you've been robbed, you know, like this card is so much bigger than I ever thought it would be. Someone stole your strength, right? This is all about a lesson. This is a lesson. And this thief card, maybe just signifying like some of the things that happened to you that made you feel this way, right? There was someone that was controlling. There's someone that rejected you, that just for some reason just said see ya. And then I think you kind of went into this place where you don't move. That's what it's looking like. You're at a stalemate, right? So I think the thief card is here because it's saying like someone robbed you of your strength, you know. But this was part of your plan, and it's up to you to find it again, right? And I feel like you are finding it. You got the strength card, the Hierophant, and the Temperance. So when I'm clarifying the thief card, 3 major arcanas come out. So this controlling person, this person that rejected you and made you go inside, is the one. The reason that that happened is so you could find your own balance, your own strength, and realize who you really are, right? In the scheme of things. That's what I feel like is happening. Your house. Tell me why the house is here in tarot. So it could very well be like you have wish fulfillment came out again on the house. So maybe you guys are getting a new house, moving, changing houses. It looks like a big house. It looks like it's new to you too. But I feel like you do have a lot of shit that you're carrying around with you, like, and I just feel like you know, you need to kind of surrender it. Because while you're working through like all this stuff that caused you to go inside, something magic is happening inside your house. You know? Assistance, celebration, Wish fulfillment. You got wish fulfillment twice. So, I don't know. Maybe you're moving. All right, let's go to Leo. 6, 2. Man, there's a lot of poverty consciousness. Why does that card keep coming out? I don't know, but Leo. Leo. Oh, Tim, you're still here. I thought I was alone. Okay. So there's some kind of journey coming up that's going to transform you. And there's a main male here. So that could be you, or it could be someone that you're thinking about, right? I do see a change coming in, like in your money wise. I feel like, or the way you feel about money, maybe. I also see like there's marriage and courtship here. So I do see a new person, like somebody that maybe you're going to date. Maybe even marry. Who knows? This could be also like a contract. And then a message from your community comes out. So let's see what's going on here. Tell me what's happening on the journey and the transformation here for this main male. Tell me what that looks like in the Yin Yang Oracle. Tell me the journey. What's that look like? Whatever this journey is, it's changing you. I feel like you're thinking about the trip. You're thinking about going on this journey. It could be a spiritual journey, right? I feel like when you tap into spirit, it's really important for you to like get into the receiving position. You know what I mean? Hands up, palms up, I mean. Yeah. So I wonder if this has something to do with a parent, but it definitely has something to do with your purpose. The North Node is here, and then the rebirth card, right? So, yeah. So you're thinking about this, this journey, right? And it's really a big one. I feel like whatever it is, it's something that you think about, right? So palms up, open to receive messages from spirit. That's what they're asking you to do. Get in the receiving position. Then the nurture card comes up, reminds me of the Empress card, right? And then the North Node comes out, which is talking about your purpose. So Tim, since you're the only one listening on here, this could really mean that, you know, you're being put on your soul path here, and part of it is to nurture, because if your North Node is Cancer, I mean, that's what the mother is the nurturer, you know? So I feel like those two came out kind of together. And then the rebirth card comes out. So this is what I feel like your journey is. Like whether it's a physical journey or a spiritual journey, you're moving. You're moving from this place, being open. You're ready. You're ready for the change. You're ready for the new information, and you're ready for the path. You know, you're like, yeah, I really do want to go on my I want to follow the path of my purpose, my north node, right? And so by winter time, I feel like you're definitely going to be on that path, um, because you got the rebirth card here and it says winter. I'm so glad, Tim. I really, really am. I'm so glad that you connect with it. Sometimes I wonder about it, like they say, I'm so off the wall. So here is, the next thing is change, high honor, and then poverty. Want to see? That's how they came out. So I feel like if you have a poverty consciousness, I feel like it's changing. Like the poverty is a kid. So it could be something that, you felt poverty when you were a kid, but something's changing there. I mean, I feel like you see yourself different here. Some of you could be getting a new car or an old one. I see an old Model T on that. Okay, so I honor. Yeah, this is definitely a breakthrough about what your fears are and how you limit yourself, right? This has everything to do with vanity and pride. And remember what I said about pride. It's either, I'm better than you or I'm not as good as anyone, right? So either one of those are just over the top, like somewhere in the middle that breathes equality and like no pressure. You're not worse than anyone else. You're not better than anyone else. And I feel like these beliefs are leaving. It could be because of this high honor card, right? So let me see. Tell me what the high honor card really is. Like, what is it? What's happening? What's going to happen for Leo? Integration C. Oh my God. Integration. It's a union. It's a union card. But so if you're dealing with a twin flame, that could have something to do with it. But I don't feel like that's what this card is about. I feel like it's a body, mind, soul union and integration with yourself. You know, like it's all about the ego. Like the ego doesn't see anything really very accurately sometimes. We feel less than, we feel more than, but we have a hard time feeling that equal too. You know what I mean? And I just think it's because of society and the way, I mean, it's been going on forever. The caste system, all that, right? So how is this? So the high honor is you discovering it yourself, really. Like you're figuring this out yourself. You're seeing the truth. And I feel like, honestly, maybe you're going to be expressing it again. Sometimes when I see this card, this is truth and expression, especially with the high honor. I can't help but feel like, it's you just telling your truth somehow, whether it's to one person or whether it's to the whole world on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like what's been happening is you don't express yourself and you regret it, but you can't do it, right? You are going to do it. It's coming. And I think the way you believe about yourself is changing, right? Do you see that? Do you see that guy whose face is in his hand now and he's looking at it? So the way you see yourself, it's not true all the time. It's back to that ego thing, right? I think what you see is a poverty stricken, poor, hungry, sad, abused, alone little person. And and you just stuck with that belief the whole time. But it isn't the truth. And I think that's what's happening here. And I don't know how you're going to do it, but I think it's through this throat chakra. And I think that you need to express it. Like, I don't know how you're going to do it, like I said, but I really think something needs to be said out loud to someone. Whether it's one person or a party of people, I don't know. But I think it's important for you to share it. Okay, so then we've got this relationship right here staring us in the face. There's a courtship and a marriage. So let's just get some messages on that. Okay. Okay. So this marriage and this courtship are clarified by loving yourself, the third eye, and an awakening. So could this possibly be saying that you are balancing out with yourself? I don't know why I always get that message. Maybe because I don't think another person is the end-all be-all solution to every problem. I think the solution to every problem is right inside of yourself. And so whatever's happening here, like if this is a new relationship, I feel like it's guided. I feel like you'll know. It'll feel right. I feel like maybe this person is helping you awaken, or you're helping them come into some kind of spiritual truth that they didn't know or you didn't know. And then the self-love. You're attracting someone who also loves themselves. You're attracting someone who's going through awakening too. You're attracting someone that uses their higher self. So if you're looking for a relationship, or your relationship is stuck, or you just don't know what to do, I feel like the answer is the self-love. You know, the more you love yourself and be kind to yourself and nurture yourself, the more your third eye wakes up, the more you remember who you really are, the more you understand I'm totally connected to every living thing. And that's kind of what I feel like is happening to you here, you know. And then you're going to have a decision to make, you know, like, do you want it? I really feel like, honestly, this relationship that's showing up here, Leo, is it's a fated one. The fate card is here. You have to decide, you know, whether you want to make a contract with this person or not, you know. Honestly, this looks like someone coming back the more I'm digging into the bottom of the deck. I feel like you are separated from someone. You could have had a contract with this person, a commitment with this person, right? Could have something to do about money while you separated, and you miss them. They miss you. And I see a reunion coming and a lot of growth through the summer. Yeah. And so if this is for you, you know, this person is going to come back to you, but you really do have to start loving yourself, like on a regular, and not paying attention to what the hell they're doing. Just pay attention to what you're doing, how you feel about yourself, what you're doing to love yourself today. And I don't know if you guys ever do it, but I remember when I was in college, I was struggling so hard is why I went to college. I graduated when I was 50, but I had PTSD real bad. And I didn't understand it, or why it was there, or like how to get rid of it. And I wanted to, you know. And so what I discovered was it is really kind of a lot to do with loving yourself. And so I was thinking to myself, well, how do I do that? I haven't even liked myself probably since I was like 11 years old. And so I was thinking, like, how? And I got a notebook, and I should look around for it. and share it with you guys sometime. But what I did was I sectioned myself off into three pieces: body, mind, and soul. And then I would write down, well, at the beginning, just one thing for each category. What can I do to love my mind? What can I do to love my body? What can I do to love my soul? And I would write those things down and I would do them. And I tried to increase and think of something new every day. Like instead of doing one thing, maybe then I went to two, then three, then four on each section. And I wanted them to be unique every day. Like to shower is to love your body too, you know, but like you can't just use that every day. You have to do something else for your body. Your body deserves a shower, but what else can you do to show your body how much you appreciate that it's alive, that it's been putting up with your shit this whole time? You know, your bad eating habits, your fucking never drinking water. This is me talking to myself. Because I was terrible about it, you know, and so I would think of something different. I really wasn't taking care of my body at all, and so I did stuff like I would drink X amount of glasses one day, you know, and I kept track, and I really did do it, and I couldn't believe the difference in myself. So if anybody is interested in like just, you know, trying something like that, I really found that it worked. Um, So I'll just leave that there. Okay, and so the last message here for you, Leo, is the community card and message. So you're getting some kind. It's definitely, it's definitely could be true, Tim. You know, if you feel like that. And I've met someone like that where I just know. I mean, I've had dreams about the other lives, like what it was like and the time zones and stuff. It's kind of cool and kind of weird at the same time. Like, cause I don't know, it kind of makes me want to be with that person. You know what I mean? Like, I feel very connected in a way I've never really felt connected before. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so the community card comes out with memories and nostalgia, thinking about the past. So someone from your community is thinking about you. Could be a Leo. Um, I feel like something's changed for either you or this person that's reaching out. I feel like you're getting a message from someone. This person's gotten really strong and they've closed out some cycles, right? And what they want, what this message is about is like, hey, I am still attracted to you, right? That's what the message is saying. Like, I'm still attracted to you. But this person could be the one that caused you to have the dark night, right? Yeah, put you through a lot of suffering, a lot of sadness. But this person wants you back. Look what's at the bottom of the deck, the divine timing card. I'm wondering if this person over here with the marriage and the courtship is the same damn person. I think that you share some of the same interests, right? But I think this person pretty much caused an awakening for you, and that you probably caused one for them as well. And this is coming back together is what I feel like, because some old cycles were ended, and somebody's reaching out. Yeah, there's alchemy. Alchemy happened, right? So alchemy is when you take a bad situation and you realize the good, right? So alchemy here. So it looks to me like you had a relationship with someone and for some reason it didn't work out. And both of you think about the other one. You think about lots of stuff, like the energy they gave you, you know, um, and the fact that they started a dark night for you, but in the dark night, that's where we figure it all out. When we're talking to spirit, when we're meditating, right? Alchemy is simply understanding the gift that came out of it. What came out of it is the transformation that you had, the awakening that you had, right? Sure, there was some suffering here, but this reading is telling me that it's divine timing is at play here. So you can trust that. And if this person reaches out to you, do what you want. But remember that this card is saying, like, now's the time. Like, maybe it's divine timing now, maybe it wasn't before. That's kind of what I see. I feel like the old cycles, whatever happened, it could have been a bunch of ego stuff, like, because this whole reading is like that, right? So I feel like you've grown, they've grown, and you guys have changed that story from, like, I hate that person, to, oh my God, I was the most instrumental person I've ever met in my own soul journey. Like, they moved me, they changed me, and they helped me grow more than anyone ever has. That situation, I'm so grateful. That's alchemy. You go from that fucker to, wow, I would not be here without that person. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so now we're on Virgo. 127.35. What's Virgo for you, Tim? You got anything in Virgo? I feel like I do, but I don't know what it is. Something like Saturn, maybe. Virgo. Alrighty then. Virgo. Something's... You're getting a message from whatever you do, from your work, I feel like. Pluto and Neptune, those guys are like doing a lot of work right now, I feel like. Okay, so there's something that you need to release or surrender about work. What is it? What do they need to let go of? What do they need to surrender? Stupid dog, huh? He's so loud. Okay. So, what you have to... You're getting a message that seems like it's a lot of work. And I think it triggers you and causes some kind of conflict. It also somehow makes you feel like you're being rejected, like, right? And this reminds me of something from your past, so it kind of kicks you back there, and it makes you guarded, like, oh my God, you feel very, very vulnerable here. This has something to do with your work. So whatever that means for you. I feel like you're gonna, Spirit is just saying like, this is gonna remind you of something that happened when you were a kid, and it makes you kind of go back into that place where you feel rejected, or I don't really know what's happening here, but it's about work and it's a message, and it doesn't look that great. Like it feels icky. I don't know if you're getting like written up for being late. I don't know, but it feels like it kind of throws you off, right? But I almost feel like this is an opportunity for you to transcend the mundane, go higher. Um, you know what I mean? Like move to a higher level. Don't respond like you did before. Go higher. Don't go lower. Whatever is happening here, do not lower your vibrations. Stay, hold, you know? There's something good coming out of this. It's just that you get the message and you feel suddenly guarded, but no, I mean, like, I get it, but rise above that. Rise above that old shit. It's old. You've grown way past that. This is a chance for you to actually take a minute, like, because it's a message. So you get the message and then you have all of these reactions, you know. This might be your time to actually go inside, you know, have a seat, close your eyes, take some breaths and say, what the fuck is happening here? And soul, if this is the change that I need, because I feel like there's something that needs to change in your work, you know, like the kind of work or something. And it's going to feel scary. You're going to feel rejected, thrown away. But I think now's your chance to like tap into your higher self and say, okay, this caught me off guard. Where are we going? Don't scare me like this. Right on. So maybe that's not for you, but I do see it here. But what I see is like a huge harvest coming in, like September, October, November. Like it's the way you respond to this. You're gonna get a message. You're not gonna like it. But let your higher self do the answering. Don't do it in your ego where you're scared and you're vulnerable. You're guarded. You're you know, I can see it. But I feel like there's something really good coming out of it, but it's gonna feel shitty at first. Don't let it fuck you up like that. Okay? That's just more I have a tower coming end of June that requires change. Well, I don't see a tower here. I feel like there's a message and it makes you feel rejected and lost, and I feel like instead of going into that negativity, I feel like just go immediately to your higher self because it knows what this is. It's here for a reason. And, you know, maybe change your trajectory or your path or whatever. So the next message here is courtship and main male. So let's just get some cards on that. Tell me about that. Okay. All right. So you might meet this person at a party. There's a lot of chemistry. You feel a little bit confused. You almost feel like they're a dream. You're not sure. You're wondering like, hey, can we have a solid foundation? Is this somebody? This person is hot and I love it. They're attracted to me. Can I have a commitment with them? Right? These are all the questions you're asking yourself. I also see you clinging to the south node. So I kind of feel like this is kind of a warning. Like maybe you're staying with the same type. Maybe you're basing things more on passion than on anything else. That could be a comfort zone of yours. Who doesn't want to be with someone hot, right? But that's got to be more than that. It can't be the only thing, right? And so here's what's the advice. Again, self-love and rebirth, right? So I feel like if you are loving yourself, you will attract that as well, you know? But it looks to me like You meet them at a party. So maybe you meet them at a bar or something. Have you ever met, I don't even want to say that because it makes a lot of people seem like losers, but I mean people in my life, right? But I was just saying, like, I've never really met someone at a bar that I could actually make a foundation with that would last. Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to go to the bar all the time. So it could be something like that too. This is a pretty handsome devil here on this card. And I feel like what you're looking for is a commitment, but you might be looking in a place that really isn't matching your vibe. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, do you want, unless you want somebody like that, you know? But I feel like that's been your cycle, you know? And it's confusing when you just base it on a physical attraction and there's nothing else. It makes you confused, you know? And then pretty soon you're trying to change yourself to fit their needs. And man, wouldn't it just be easier if you just love yourself? Just get on a diet of I love myself, and when spirit, or if spirit wants somebody in my life, they'll just be attracted to my energy at the perfect time, right? That's kind of how I feel about life. But I see the past here. So I'm just saying, like, it's warning against it. It's like, how are you basing your attraction, you know? Because what I see is like you want to form a foundation, but every, you know, this, whoever this person is confusing. I don't think they're although you're more comfortable with the person like this, you've never experienced another kind of person, basically, is what I'm feeling like it's saying. Yes, they don't last. Yeah. Okay, now tell me about this imprisonment, and I don't know what this is saying, but you've got house and imprisonment. So, do you feel stuck to your house? That's kind of what it looks like to me. Tell me. Okay. Maybe you're getting an offer on your house. Somebody wants to buy it. You have to decide what you want to do. You're kind of interested because I think you do feel stuck there. This could very well be a gift. This could be a pathway opening up for you, Virgo, that you just need to trust it. I think Spirit's trying to, like, open up that imprison, you know, take the lock off the gate here or off the door, you know. They're trying to free you out of here. Venus is coming in. So you might look and see where Venus is at and what it's doing, but Venus is the planet of love and money. So I kind of feel like either you're moving and putting an offer in, or someone else is making an offer on your house. And I think if you really do feel stuck there, Spirit is kind of like opening up a door, saying, like, you don't have to stay there. Just let's go. We'll give you this. So someone comes in, it looks like there's an offer. It says offer. See it? And it's right on the house. So the thing is I feel like, honestly, you know, like, maybe you've lived in this house a long time. You have a lot invested in it. You care about it. You love it. So it's a decision that you need to make. And honestly, maybe you won't do it at all. Maybe you'll just decide that you love the house and you've put all your time and money and life into it. And so all you really need to do is say, thank you, Spirit, for the offer on the house. I now understand how much it means to me. It means more to me than that amount of money. This is my home, you know? So, then let's go to this message and gift. So another message. Seems like you guys are getting a lot of messages here. 1, 2. 2 of them. So this is a message and it's also a gift. Okay, self-care is here. So maybe You find something on YouTube or something about loving yourself, you know, like, hey, I want to try that. And I feel like as you start to take care of yourself, you gain strength and your fears leave. They leave. You start getting empowered. It's because you're taking care of yourself. Anything else? Yeah. Ask your spirit guides to assist you here, because I feel like there's something here. Like, you have doubts about yourself. Man, look at this card. Look at him. He's just like looking at the ground. He's like, I don't know. This is what's happening with this, in this pile down here. You're being, you know, justice is coming in. You've got the nurture card too. So I feel like loving yourself is the major message of the day. Like all around, all the signs I've done. I'm going to stop at Virgo. And I'll either come back later or I'll do the rest of it tomorrow. So that is what I have for you guys today. I hope that made sense. Yeah, I've been in my house 25 years too, but I kind of feel stuck here too, Tim. I kind of do sometimes. But like when I saw that, this isn't my, I don't think this has anything to do with me, but whenever I do readings, I always learn stuff for myself. Like, honestly, I don't know how much money it would take for somebody to buy it from me, you know? Like, sometimes I feel like I'm stuck here, but where would I go? And like, I've spent my, you know, the last 25 years. I was 35 years old when I bought this house. I don't really wanna, I don't know. But that's an interesting reading because I also feel imprisoned. I do feel kind of stuck, but I don't know if I'd want to feel stuck anywhere else though. You know what I mean? It's just me, maybe. I'm glad I got to see you too, Tim. Thank you so much for being here and watching my channel. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a great day. Bye.